Have you ever felt like you've let yourself down? Like you've broken a promise to the person you used to be? Imagine this. You're suddenly standing in a courtroom, but it's not like any you've ever seen. It floats in a timeless void, and the jury, the witnesses, the prosecution, they all have your face. These are your past selves, and you, your present self, are on trial. The first to take the stand is a child, no older than 7. Their eyes are wide, filled with wonder and unwavering belief. They point a small finger at you. You promised, they say, their voice echoing in the vast space. You promised we'd never stop exploring, that we'd always stay curious and build amazing things. You promised we'd keep drawing, even if we weren't the best. But you stopped. You got busy. You traded wonder for worry. Why? You open your mouth to answer, but no words come out. How do you explain deadlines, responsibilities, and the slow erosion of passion to a version of yourself who believed anything was possible? The weight of that broken promise feels immense. Next, a teenager steps forward. They're all awkward energy and defiant fire, dressed in the style you once thought was the peak of cool. They scoff, crossing their arms. You promised we'd never sell out. Remember? We swore we'd never become boring, never care what other people thought. We were going to be different, make a real impact, not just fit in. But look at you now, you're so careful, so safe. You traded our fire for comfort. Was it worth it? The accusation stings because you remember that fire. You remember the nights spent dreaming of changing the world, convinced you were destined for something more than ordinary. Then the final prosecutor approaches. It's you from just a few years ago. Their eyes are sharp, filled with the ambition and drive you remember so clearly. They hold a detailed plan, a roadmap to the future you meticulously laid out. This was the 5-year plan, they state, their voice cutting through the silence. The career we were going to build, the skills we were going to master, the person we were going to become. You've strayed so far from the path. You let fear stop you. You took the easy route when we both knew the harder one led to greatness. You promised me discipline and courage. What happened to that person? This one hurts the most. This wasn't a childhood dream or a teenage rebellion. This was a concrete plan, a promise made by an adult to an adult. And you broke it. You stand there, judged by the ghosts of your own potential. It's an overwhelming, crushing feeling. But then, as you look at them, the child, the teen, the ambitious young adult, you see something else in their eyes beyond disappointment. It's a flicker of hope. They aren't just there to condemn you. They are there to remind you. This courtroom isn't a final judgment. It's an intervention. Your past selves aren't asking for an apology. They're asking for accountability. They're asking, what are you going to do now? Growth isn't about perfectly fulfilling every promise you ever made. Life is messy and unpredictable. We change, we adapt. But growth is about remembering the core of those promises. The child's promise of wonder, the teenager's promise of authenticity, the young adult's promise of courage. You haven't lost those parts of yourself. They're still here, sitting in this courtroom, waiting for you to listen. This trial isn't your sentencing. It's your wake-up call. It's a chance to look at all your past selves, not with guilt, but with understanding. To thank them for their dreams and their fire. And to make a new promise, not to them, but with them. A promise to integrate their hopes into the person you are today, and the person you are still becoming. Always remember, small steps lead to big outcomes.